Today on Dead Dodge Garage, Rams! 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 The lineage and designation of a Ram pickup is a little on the confusing side. Chrysler started using the Ram name in 1980. I guess that would make these the second generation Ram truck. They're also the second generation of truck to have a Cummins in them, so you often hear them referred to as second gens. I personally find this a little annoying, especially because they're like the 8th generation of Dodge pickup, this being like the 4th. Also, the previous generation, that is 1980 to 1993, is still referred to in service literature as the D series for two-wheel drive and the W series for four-wheel drive. So I choose to just lump those in with the 70s trucks and call these Rams. They came in a handful of body and wheelbase configurations. The smallest and shortest was this single cab short bed. I don't have a single cab long bed handy, but they shared the same wheelbase as this extended cab short bed. Note, on this 96 truck, no opening back doors. This is called a club cab. My 2000 Ram is the same configuration, extended cab short bed. It rides on the same length of wheelbase, although this is a 2500 diesel, so everything is a little heavier duty. Also note, it does have rear doors. These are found on some 98s, and I believe all extended cabs 99 to 02, at least 2000 to 02. And here's the longest model, extended cab, 8-foot bed. Again, Cummins 2500 flavor, but a half-ton could come this way. Not that many did. This generation of Ram truck is divided into two sections, 94 to 97 and 98 to 02. The quickest and easiest way to figure out which one you're looking at is the mirror style. These chrome mirrors, some are black, but same style, with that post, are the earlier trucks. 98 to 02 trucks would have a plastic mirror with no post. Note, of course, these are fold-out tow mirrors, which you'll see on many of the heavier duty trucks, but the styling is similar. Also note, this trim is styled differently in the later trucks. It's not found on all of them, but many of them. Here's a look at the earlier SLT style trim. It has a silver line in it, here. Here's a look at the earlier 94 to 97 interior. The seats are different. The seat belts are mounted to the cab. The headliner's falling down, that's normal, don't worry about that. And the cup holders are here. And here's another look at the 98 to 02 interior. Note these seats, which are found in just about all of them, other than the ones equipped with leather, with seat belts integrated here because, well, there's no fixed door post. Also note, the gauges are a little different. The dash is kind of rounded like that, usually cracked, and the cup holders are here. They're usually broken. I got lucky on this one. They're broken so often, Dorman offers this crazy contraption here as a replacement cup holder. Also note, this thing has the fancy leather seats. A total of 5 engines were available in both generations of these trucks. Most common would be the 5.2 and 5.9 V8s. This is a 5.9, but as discussed previously, they're essentially identical. The 3.9 V6 could be found in half-ton trucks. It looks exactly like this, but less. Commonly found in 2500 and 3500 trucks, not equipped with the diesel, is the V10. It's actually one of these 5.9s with 2 extra cylinders, but there are many other differences. And then of course you've got our favorite engine, the Cummins. It actually came in 2 different flavors in these trucks, so maybe that counts as 6 engines, I don't know. This is the 24 valve, used from mid-year 98 through 2002. And here's a look at the belle of the ball, the P-pump equipped 12 valve Cummins used in 94 to 98 trucks. As this one was in front of a manual transmission, it even has a slightly hopped up 175 horsepower tune. Oh wow. Of course, what makes the P-pump great is it'll make as much horsepower as you ask it to with some tweaks. But that's neither here nor there. This is what a car trailer looks like when you back into it with your Ram and the jack's missing the pin. Alright, submodels. There are cheapy base models with hand crank windows and such. Really don't see very many of those. Most of these trucks came as SLT Laramies. They have a badge right here, as you saw on all of these trucks but one. They have chrome bumpers with these plastic bits. They have the trim down the side, which again comes in 2 different flavors based on generation. They have power windows generally, and sometimes power seats, occasionally leather if you're lucky, nicer stereos and what have you. The one package that is obviously visually different is the Sport. Note, whoop, no trim. Color matched grille, bumpers, not that this one's actually a factory or anything, that's actually a base model grille painted. Don't worry about that. Note also, color matched back bumper and color matched taillight surrounds. This truck was custom ordered by the owner from the factory with the Sport package on the 2500 Cummins truck, but with Laramie seats. They would have been heated, except that option was actually discontinued mid-year 99 due to fire, apparently. The headlights are another place the Sport trucks differ from the others. They have dual headlight bulbs instead of single headlight bulbs. This can be confusing and annoying, as most of these trucks use 9004s, but the Sports use a pair of 9004s and a pair of 9007s. The plugs are very similar, and while it's not easy to mix them up, it is possible. Most of the headlights in these trucks do not look like the ones in my 2000. They look like these. Cloudy, hardly usable. If you watch the Cummins speed run tips, you'd know that I told you not to try to improve your Ram headlights because it pretty much can't be done. And I stand by that. Actually, the headlight problems are common to all Chrysler products from this era. They just didn't know how to make them, I guess. The other truck I don't have handy is a 3500 dually. They came in only 2 body styles, single cab long bed and extended cab long bed like this. My friend Miles has a dually, which is actually a custom build. It's the same wheelbase as my 2500 because it originally was a single cab long bed dually, but it's had a half-ton extended cab installed in its place and a custom 6-foot dually bed built. It's kind of neat. As discussed in my 2nd gen review video, these trucks kind of drive okay. The 1500s especially, they're really not bad to live with. These ones don't drive the best. They have much heavier springs to perform all the crazy things they're made to do, and the Cummins weight pretty much destroys the front end constantly, so they tend to handle like a wet noodle. But, it could be worse. Here you can see the obvious length difference between the short bed and the long bed truck. It doesn't look like much, but I'll tell you from experience, it actually makes a big difference in maneuverability. I mean, I can get in and out of parking spots with my short bed truck no problem. My 99 long bed, it was kind of like driving a school bus. Especially backing a trailer was very difficult. This impact smells like death, but it still works. Well, it's time to do Cummins stuff. Yeah! A friend of mine really wants to buy this truck. Needs it to haul equipment, dump trailers and stuff around. And I'm tempted to take the money and run, but God, I'd have to go buy another one. I use the crap out of this thing and I absolutely love it. Well, hopefully I've given you some useful information and helped you figure out how to spot whatever Ram's driving by you on the street corner. If you have any questions about these trucks, feel free to ask and maybe I can answer them, I don't know. I'm just some guy. But I'm off to rescue a Jeep and then a Mustang. This is a great truck for doing that kind of stuff. Ooh, that would be a good one too. Thanks for watching. Yep, that's a beautiful sight. Yeah, I know you're thirsty. God, you're so needy all the time. Oh yeah, I forgot one more thing. Badging. On a gas truck, it'll say Ram, the rating, V8, V6, or V10. A diesel, on the other hand, will say Ram, 2500 or 3500, Cummins turbo diesel, or from about 99 onward, it will say Cummins 24 valve turbo diesel. Like that one. Why is every junkyard like this? Okay, not every junkyard's like this. This one's got boats.